Did you want to show that clip of Callen on Rogan?
Oh, yes. Where do I get that?
Oh, you got to go to Spotify and find the Callen episode.
Spotify, Rogan. Let's find him. There we go. The JRE, the powerful one. One of our favorite shows here. You don't miss an episode of JRE anymore. What was a good one? Did you see Oliver Anthony on there? That was good. They
Louis
talked
J.
about
Gomez was keeping Joe real happy.
Oh, did we watch that or did we fall asleep?
Only like for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Louis J. Gomez on there tonight. I wonder if they will get into a little bickering pattern.
Can't wait to see the rest.
Let's see. We had Protect Our Parks 9, of course, with the guys. You had Bill Maher on for 80 minutes. Bill Maher couldn't be bothered. He was the shortest Rogan guest in all of existence. You had Oliver Anthony, who was heartwarming, right? And then, of course, we're looking for Bryan Callen. Ooh, Dave Smith. Hulk Hogan. That had to be brutal. I didn't see that one. Mike Baker. Ooh, that had to be brutal. That guy really needs to be locked up in a CIA facility for being traitorous, I believe. Post Malone. Bryan Callen, here he is, down here. They got 3 hours. Now, was this the first time Callen was on Rogan in years?
I think
what is going on with
one
that?
Other thing where they were there as a group?
Did he show... I got to refresh my memory. Let's see how this starts, because I want to see if Joe thinks of Callen as crap. So let's see. Let's just go to the beginning. Let's see how their language is with each other. I bet Joe misses Callen deep down, but I think he is very humiliated that he is friends with him.
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe
It's
Rogan
getting more degraded, I think, this audio
Join by
is.
day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night.
Every day that they do it, they like record it from the show before, and the quality is degrading with this opening.
All day.
Uh-oh.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we're talking about stem cells. Yeah, huge believer.
Stem cells. You've told this story
Go
before.
to them.
No, you've told Callen about the stem cells 100 times, and Callen's going to sit here and pretend, oh, wow, stem cells could heal your knee? I never knew that. Well, you've told him this 100 times. I've witnessed it with my own eyes.
I go to them in town. They fixed everything. Every time I have like an injury, I get stem cells on it. It's
How many times have you gotten stem
remarkable.
cells?
You know all this.
Really?
Yeah, dozens.
And you swear by
See,
it?
and Bryan has to be on his best behavior because he's just been let back into the JRE, so he's got to pretend, oh, that's so interesting. And they work? You know all this. By heart. You could say what Joe's going to say next, and look how skinny you are here.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Wait till it clears up.
All the elite athletes I know, all the jiu-jitsu guys, Gordon Ryan.
Doesn't
Gordon
matter.
Ryan had something wrong with his shoulder. He got shotted into his shoulder, and it fixed his neck.
Really?
Joe
Yeah, he had a
Callen.
problem with his neck for over a year, and it went away
This
after.
spring. Okay, what's our first time code here? Callen says he's not a Christian.
10 minutes in.
So this goes along with this. Does Crowder know that you said this on Joe Rogan? And does Crowder see? I think Crowder, how he was treating Callen, is the result of Crowder hearing these other things, like we're about to play now, and realizing Callen is kind of a two-faced worm. He pretends he's a Christian conservative when he's in my prayer circles with Papa. And then he's on Rogan pretending, oh no, that's crazy, Christians. Well, let's hear him out here. I hope Crowder knows this one.
What was going on with me. And I remember saying to my buddy Kaj, I go, dude, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I actually don't know how I'm going to do it. And then I saw, they had a picture of me from like 10 years ago. And I don't know how I did it, but I started giving my younger self advice on stage. And it worked. I was just improvising.
Wow.
And it worked. It worked. It was one of the best sets I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
and I'm not kidding.
it was amazing.
Isn't that weird? Because you don't want to try to repeat that.
No.
You don't want to get
To Callen's body.
every time you do stand up.
I wouldn't mind trying though.
You will go so far gone. You'll be gone.
Yeah, you can't.
You gotta
But you
be
could.
very
I was
careful.
I was on the tail end of it.
That's
That
the
might be
perfect
the best time.
That's the perfect time for weed too. Like when you have an
Yeah.
edible, like right when you're not scared of everything anymore, when it wears off, you're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I can't wait to get on stage.
Yeah.
And just be free.
Yeah. That stand up keeps you honest. And I never want to be because what I was trying to avoid was I said I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to be.
Are you going to do your little conservative rant? That's why you're conservative. Do that in front of Joe. Imagine Joe watching Murderers Row.
Does he think it's
Can
so
this happen,
awesome?
please? Can we get people watching stuff? Because that's the big problem here. Nobody watches nothing. Except us. All right, he's about to say it here.
I think so.
Listen to this.
Obsessed with the same questions that I'm always obsessed with,
Right.
which is really my questions are always, what is masculinity? What's the difference between a coward and a hero? I've always
That's
been
all your
obsessed with
questions?
those.
Really?
Are my
Thank you.
questions have always been something in that area.
What is he obsessed with this You're not masculine, bro. You never will be. Get past it. When I get in the tank, my obsessions are masculinity, and am I the most powerful man? And Joe's like, you're not anywhere near powerful. Why are you saying that?
I don't want to be obsessed with the same questions that I'm always obsessed with,
Right.
which is really my questions are always, what is masculinity? What's the difference between a coward and a hero?
Wow.
I've always
That's
been
all your
obsessed with
questions?
those.
Really?
Are my questions have
Pretty
always
pathetic,
been
huh, Joe?
something in that area because I internalized I think a warped sense of what masculinity is.
Interesting.
And so it's an interesting battle for me. But now, you have kids, and like you said,
3 sets.
you can't think about yourself.
Oh,
You get older and you're just
You're
more in a
selfless.
position of service. But that forces you to contend with larger questions. I think a lot about God, which is
Are you becoming a Christian?
I am not becoming a
A
Christian.
lot of people do.
Oh,
I know a lot
wait. But you are. I spent a lot of time with God. Are you becoming a Christian? And he realized that Joe thinks that's stupid. She goes, no, I'm not. Because he's weaselly and there's no truth here. So that's what he blurted out first. I bet you regret that. I would love to see Crowder's reaction to Brian, I am not a Christian.
Said you can't think about yourself. You get older and you're just more in a position of service, but that forces you to contend with larger questions. I think a lot about God, which is
Are you becoming a Christian?
I am not becoming a
A
Christian.
lot of people do. I know a lot of very intelligent people later in life who embraced religious beliefs, whether it's Islam
am
or
then.
Christianity.
Well, actually.
And they felt like it gave them structure that they didn't have before. And even if they didn't believe that, here's the problem. If God did at one point in time communicate to his disciples, there was no written language.
Is there
of
any
God.
saying like God's structure is my disaster? Because that's a quote from me. God's structure is my disaster.
And now there's another weird moment with Callen this week where he got in a fight with our very own Sam Tripoli.
Let's cut to that. This is great. Wowie Callen. Something is up here.
He's having an identity crisis.
Okay, so we got to make something clear. And, we've got some great Tripoli stuff here. Some Red Bar's watching people went out to the Sam Tripoli show a week or two ago, and they yelled, Red Bar's watching. Sam, should I just read their account? Do we have their account? Yeah. Let's read the account here. Because Sam is a very dangerous person. Let's see, the Sam Tripoli spy report. Okay, let's see this. Hi, Mike. My name is Ethan. Me and my wife, Chelsea, went to the Sam Tripoli show in Buffalo, New York last night with the sole intention of doing a pry report. Risk takers. These are adventure seekers. A guy and his wife going to Sam Tripoli, the most dangerous comedian of all. And we were going to do a pry report. Things got a little crazy. I apologize if this is a long email, but we lost the tapes, so I'll have to just say what happened last night. We entered the club separately, so as not to be seated together, you and your wife.
Wow.
We were both sat alone on opposite sides of the room. The plan was simple. Wait 5 minutes into Sam's set, my wife would start filming, and I would do the pry. Opener was terrible. One of his co-hosts on the podcast that bombed very hard. I didn't laugh once. I paid for my 2-drink minimum with cash immediately, so as not to worry about the erroneous credit card charges.
Good move.
Wow. Sam takes the stage, and I give him a few minutes to settle in. Some jokes are landing, but most are falling flat, so much so that Sam has to mention it a couple of times, saying, ooh, it's a little quiet in here on that one, etc. I give my wife, let's see, where was I?
I give my wife the signal.
I give my wife the signal, and I stand up. I'm about 4 rows behind the front, and I yell, hey, Sam, Red Bar's watching. and immediately begin to exit the showroom. Smart move. Run. Sam's only tactic while I was there was to do the black guy getting arrested repeat thing, saying, "There he is. Go on, go on, go on. There he is. Go on." I didn't respond to him. I just smiled and calmly exited, leaving my wife to gather the tapes. He was apparently put off by my activities because he kept referencing it throughout the rest of his set. How I'm a nerd, how I'm autistic, etc. Unfortunately, my wife got so enraged by him that she couldn't just sit with getting the tapes. She had to say something to him. So the plan evolved. She would get in the meet and greet line for a second dose of heckling. Oh my God, you let your wife do this to Sam Tripoli to go up to his face?
This is crazy.
She waited in line patiently behind a couple that was very interested in finding this mustachio disruptor that they were calling me. But I was calmly waiting in the car for my wife to finish her business. As soon as she got her video out and stood next to Sam, she whispered, "Red Bar's watching, Sam." Whoa! That's when he snapped. He shoved her. He took her phone from the patio where the meet and greet was, and he ran back inside the club with security between her and him. He immediately deleted all the tapes on her phone that she got, going as far as to delete the trash folder as well.
My God.
Only one short tape remains. I will attach that here. My wife somehow got past the old black security man, Kevin, and approached the madman herself. He was yelling that he would punch her in the face, break her phone, all sorts of insanity. The man needs to be stopped. Needless to say, we had no choice but to press full harassment charges on Sam. With the help of the Buffalo police and the manager at Helium Buffalo, he was more on our side than Sam's. When we receive the police report, I'll definitely send that to you for the time capsule. The police were nice, but they said that they couldn't do much about the deleting of the videos. But they're starting a full harassment investigation using all the camera footage from the club, as well as our testimonies and those that witnessed the event. Overall, we had a lot of laughs, a little scary for a minute, but the thread in the BBG, the Leo Dominique, made us laugh so much. You guys are just the best. Shout outs to hecklers, shout outs to the Scars Club, and many of the fools who never stop making errors. Enjoy the last remaining tape. This was after my exit. So let's see. Here is just the only remaining footage that he has. Let's see what this is. Just after his exit here. Sam Tripoli, never before seen tape. Has anyone seen this? Was this posted? Jules?
I'm not sure. I don't
Not
think
sure.
so.
Let's check it out. There's Sam.
Midget in the last show, midget started shit. She's so tall, but she's like a little fucking angry tank coming at me.
Yeah, this is going to get scary.
The staff stopped, so I would never hit a bull. What happened?
Yo, this set has been painful.
Okay,
We're gonna bounce.
Okay.
Red Bar's watching.
My God.
And there's like 35 people here. Tell Diaper Boy. What? And then it ends. That's the only tape we have. Oh my God.
That was from that guy? That's pretty good.
Unless I'm
How did he miss?
playing the wrong. Oh, wait, that could be our second prize tape. Yes, this is the second. Wait, so what video did he have?
Wait, click the second video.
Let's see the second. Maybe they're just out of order here. Because two people showed up to troll him. One at the early show, one at the late show. They didn't even know this till after. I think this is the guy's video. We just watched the
Because
second
I think he
one.
was talking about the first.
Let's see.
36404.
Oh, here's just a clip from the venue. So here's the show. You can see lots of empty seats. That's all he was trying to show.
FFALO to the number 3.
36404.
So this was the first pry. The guy who got his wife the phone taken from her. He's threatening to punch her in the face. He deleted the video. So this is the only video we have from the first guy. This video that I just showed you is from the next show. Another listener showed up to pry. This was his tape. So this was not the first guy. So the second guy says, hey, I went to the Tripoli show tonight at 10. There was another spy there at 7:30, but I guess most of their tapes were forcibly deleted by Tripoli or his crew. Here's my tape from the 10 o'clock show, but they were on high alert for hecklers, so this is what I got. I wish it was better, but it's not too bad. Sorry we didn't get to the end. We didn't hear what he's saying. Security swarmed us as soon as I stood up. So here that is again. Sam got the Red Bar's watching from the wife twice. She went in line at the meet and greet. The police come. And then the second show, he's sitting there and this happens. Oh my God, so he's even talking about it. He's going, some midget from the last show started talking shit. Imagine his surprise when another guy stands up and does it again. Let's see. This is incredible.
Midget in the last show, midget started shit. She's so tall, but she's like a little fucking angry tank coming at me. And the staff stopped, so I would never hit a wolf. What happened?
Yo, this set has been painful.
Okay,
We're gonna bounce.
Okay.
Red Bar's watching.
Right after he said
Tell me what? We'll never know. However, there was a
right
very...
after the guy said Red Bar's watching, didn't Sam go, oh my God? Like he had like...
He couldn't, he couldn't believe it that it was happening again. So here's what we're saying. You gotta be careful at these Sam... This isn't... You don't bring your wife out to a Sam Tripoli show. I mean, that's...
And your wife was a total badass. I mean, she sounds amazing.
You guys cannot be bringing your wives out to do this. I mean, this is a job fit for very few men. We cannot be telling you to go out and do that. You're going to get yourself killed by this guy.
I feel like we can't really recommend going to Sam Tripoli shows anymore because it's just too scary. He's like a criminal mastermind.
We say nothing. Here is, so Sam Tripoli then started getting trolled a little bit on Twitter about this. Not really trolled, just people trying to get into his comments and say stuff. Someone goes, I remember the Red Bar guy crying like a bitch when Sam Tripoli showed up to his apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And Sam says, next stop is the studio, then the doctor's office. So we've been bored. I mean, we're not going to the doctor's office. So please be very careful. And yes, if
we've been practicing opening the door back to back, each with a gun, going like
this. I mean, we've got a lot of security measures that we've been taking part of, such as hiring some security guards to stand out front, building some sort of drawbridge, a hole in the floor that Sam drops through. We're going to move the studio inside one of Mr. Beast's $100,000 save. Jules and Mike, both armed, standing back to back is one of our plans. Tasers, a bunch of guys with arrows, bulletproof suits, helmets, hundreds of decoys to run around and distract Sam, and on-site hospital with staff. So, yeah, if anything happens to me, it was Sam Tripoli. The doctor's office. That sounds like it's one of your errands, though, that he'll be. Right? Next up is the studio, then the doctor's office, because he has an appointment. Okay, Sam Tripoli is nuts, guys. Be careful around Sam. But Sam might end up in a lot of trouble. Not from us. We don't work around the cops. We don't do stuff like that. You know, we just survive. You know, we just
try to live another day with him.
We try to live another day. We try to survive. We don't care about that kind of stuff. However, I will make it perfectly clear, just like you saw with Logan Paul, we are not okay with Sam hurting us. Just to make that perfectly clear. We're not saying that he should come and do that. But Bryan Callen and Sam Tripoli got in a big blowout fight on the Tinfoil Hat podcast. Because Tripoli is starting to do the Alex Jones. He's starting to say that the Maui fires in Hawaii. Have you heard of these Maui fires? They're burning down Jules' childhood place to visit. He's claiming that it's a conspiracy. These are actors, and it's the government or the state, the police, burning the people. And Callen gets very worried about this because, of course, Alex Jones sued for $1 billion. So Callen doesn't want to be the next one. But there's something else going on here, and maybe you guys could help me because I'm not in the weeds with all this stuff. Why would it almost seems like Callen, and you'll see in this clip, it almost seems like Callen is afraid of the police, right? Did he do something with Crowder? Let's go to 4540. We'll show you the tape. Some people saw this. There was a teaser where they had it on the Golden Hour with Brendan Schaub and Chris D'Elia, where they came running in from, apparently the Golden Hour tapes their podcast on the opposite side of the wall in the same office that this tapes. They're all crammed into these very small office spaces.
You can probably start it at
51
minutes. 51
Basically,
minutes. The whole first part is Sam saying all this stuff about how it was lasers. You can imagine it.
Yeah, basically just saying that the fires were, committed by a person. It's a conspiracy.
Now he's showing, I don't know if you want to show the TikTok, but he's
you're wearing the Fight Like Hell shirt, the Heather version here, the reverse Heather. Wow, he got you all stocked up, huh, with gear, wearing the Fight Like Hell Crowder shirt on your Sam Tripoli show. Well, let's see what's up with Bryan, because this is a weird one here. Why did Bryan get so mad about this? Let's find out.
You can go back a little bit. Sam is
Tell
showing...
me when.
What time are you at right now?
I'm at 51.
Yeah, so he's showing him this TikTok that's about how the fire chief in Maui was the same as the chief of police during the Vegas shooting or whatever, and explaining how that's the conspiracy. So that's what this is about.
All right.
The chief and a deputy chief of police to bypass the Hawaii residence requirement of 1 year. So already amended.
Stop it. Okay, here's my problem, guys, and you have to be, this is a real problem. So now you guys are all you conspiracy guys are putting this fucking dude on blast, and you don't know for real. So what you're doing right now, hold on, is you're taking all you guys.
Look at Sam's, wait, that was a perfect Tripoli.
You don't know for real. So what you're doing right now, hold on. Is you're taking.
Look at this guy. This is the guy who's after us?
He's so scary. Please, everybody stay safe out there.
Well, he does have the body of a grandpa. There's that. That's like a full grandpa.
He's like an insatiable dog, though.
That's true.
Will stop him. He doesn't realize he's.
You could shoot it. He will make you shoot him, which I hope you understand. Nobody wants to do that, so it's not like, oh well, he comes and you just shoot him. I can't be shooting you. Please,
just please stop.
You know how much paperwork would be involved in me shooting you, and I'm not going to kill you. So I'll shoot you in the leg, and then you'll lie, and then I'll be in all sorts of trouble for shooting.
Just so everybody has some perspective, this is over a college-style prank where someone yells "REDBAR'S watching," and that's it. Just so you know.
So here he is. Look at him. He's really deranged. Look at his body. That is full grandpa. Okay, so watch. Bryan's getting really heated here. I won't interrupt.
Dude on blast, and you don't know for real. So what you're doing right now, hold on, is you're taking, all you guys are taking this chief of the emergency response, and you're trying to ruin his fucking life.
What do you?
With all your rumors,
my God,
and it's
Bryan.
irresponsible.
Bryan,
it's irresponsible.
Bryan, did you say what is the worst take I could take on this video?
So what are you doing?
Is that what you did?
So what are you doing?
Did you go in your little
You're doing the
bit
same
of
thing with this guy Ray
doing
Epps.
decimal
You guys did the
system
same shit with Ray
file
Epps.
in the old library.
You did the same shit with Ray Epps. You're doing the same shit with
Bryan,
this.
because Ray Epps is a Fed. That's
He just got arrested.
Ray Epps is a Fed.
He just got arrested, Sam.
He's a Fed, Bryan.
He got arrested.
Yeah, because he's a Fed.
No, he's not a Fed.
He's a Fed.
No, he's not. He
is
got arrested.
a Fed. Bryan, do you understand what that is?
What have you gotten yourself into,
I'm not
Bryan?
going to do this because I think.
So you got this on one side, and you go to Christian Crowder's Church of Papa over there. You must be in a living hell. You got to go fake, be a Christian conservative with Crowder. Then you come over here with Sam Tripoli, where he's saying that the chief of police killed all the people in Maui. I mean, what a life you've created for yourself here, Mr. Callen.
Brian, do you understand what that is?
This is so irresponsible. I'm not going to do this because I think it's irresponsible, and you're fucking putting this guy on blast, and he's getting his life fucking harassed by a bunch of idiots who don't know anything. Okay,
Brian,
and it's irresponsible. So let me get this straight. The chief of response, he started the fires. So the chief of response started the fires, and he's a murderer, and that's why. And he killed the secretary.
This is how I felt when they were claiming Bush was responsible for 9/11. I fucking flipped when they said that. So I feel Brian's rage. This is how I acted when they claimed that Bush was.
What do you care about some stupid cop?
I don't understand. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is he part of the Fraternal Order of Police now? Does he have the decal?
So the fucking chief. So wait, the chief of response. He started the fires. So the chief of response started the fires, and he's a murderer, and that's why. And he killed the secretary. Fucking bullshit, Sam. Not cool when you do that to somebody.
Brian, do you know that he told people they couldn't leave?
Shut the. I'm not doing that.
No,
I'm going to walk off. If we're going to do this, I'm going to walk
off. Brian. Because we're in
all
the
you guys
battle
start now. So you're going to dox him. So now this guy's going to walk around and he's going to ruin his fucking life.
Good versus evil right now.
Sam,
Brian,
you don't know this guy. You don't know the fucking details.
And I'm on the evil side, and they're good. Imagine how scary that would be. Imagine if this guy's number one goal is to come and get you.
I mean, scares me to death.
That's scary. I mean, you know.
This is where your bullshit. This is where your bullshit and all your fucking people go after one guy and ruin his life.
Your fucking
so
people.
You're going after this guy. He already fucked up.
Brian,
he might have been just shitty at his job. How about that?
Brian,
but now you guys are tying in the fucking Vegas shooting with this guy, and he's responsible for the Vegas shooting and this. And let's go after him. It's fucking retarded shit. You should not do this.
Brian,
this is where I draw the line.
And if Brian says to you,
I'm not going to do it. If you guys are going to, I'm going to leave.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
If you're going to talk about this, I'm going to leave. If we're going to bring this guy up, I'm going to leave.
We're not doing it.
No, it's serious. It is serious.
I do care.
It is serious
because
you ruin people's lives. No, all you fucking assholes ruin people's lives.
All right.
If you don't put this out,
I'm not putting it out.
I will lose my
because you want to gang up on somebody. You don't even know about this guy. You want to ruin his life. You want to ruin this guy's life. Do you know much about this guy? You don't know shit about this guy.
Can we take a break?
No, you fucking guys want to fucking. No, dude. You're going after this guy. You don't know shit about this guy.
Brian.
Do you know about this guy? So you think this guy should be in jail? He's a fucking murderer?
No, Brian.
That's what you're saying.
Ask questions.
Bullshit.
On what happened
you're saying he's a murderer, Sam. He's got kids. It's fucked up.
I'm saying.
No, you guys ruin people's lives with this bullshit.
People lost their kids.
Oh,
that's the question.
So he's responsible.
Brian, no, but
he's
we're
working for the
asking
government.
questions.
No, you're not asking questions. No, you're not.
Why did this guy tell people they couldn't leave?
Who the fuck knows, Sam?
Why did the cops not let people leave?
Shut the fuck up.
No, this guy is having a fucking Brian.
Sorry,
is Brian?
No, because
is that Brendan Schaub walking in from the other room saying you guys got to shut the fuck up?
I think so.
Then they're telling on each other.
Brian is Brian.
No, because
yeah, 100%.
I'm not doing this.
Okay, bye. Have a great day.
I like making fun of people.
No, Brian.
No, because you're doxing somebody.
No, Brian. We're asking questions because people died, Brian.
Sue
we're
him for
asking
a bill.
questions because people
Sue
died.
him for a bill. Let's get this clip to the families who lost their families. And by the way, they've been seeing this. They've been going after Sam. The families are starting to see this. They're starting to get hurt by his words. And they know now, hey, this is kind of good. You know, when somebody claims that this was all set up, we might get a piece of money here. So let's encourage those families to press those charges.
That guy killed. So shop.
Okay. All right,
guys. This has been Conspiracy Social Club. This has been the best episode ever, bro.
A few moments later.
Okay. Brian comes back. They kind of fight out a little bit more.
Look at this guy. Zoom in on the guy that is after us.
Look at this guy here.
It's like the scariest. He bites. He's scratched.
And look at his body too is like Michael Myers or something too.
Hands
imagine these legs coming towards you. He looks like one of Janko's family members. Okay, well that was that for them. Great stuff. What was Brian so mad about this? I think Brian's more mad at himself that he's, hooked up with all these guys, right? That he's in this mess.